Donna Reed harbored a deeper loathing for him than for any other soul. Donna Reed entered the world as Donna Bell Mullinger on January 27, 1921, in the quiet town of Denison, Iowa. She was raised in a simple Midwestern agricultural household, the firstborn among 5 siblings. Her formative years in rural Americana later infused her on-screen roles with the genuine kindness and heartfelt sincerity that captivated viewers everywhere. Though rooted in modesty, Reed burned with an unyielding ambition to rise above her circumstances. Upon completing Denison High School, she relocated to California to enroll at Los Angeles City College, originally aspiring to teach. Yet her striking allure and innate elegance soon drew the eyes of talent agents, irrevocably shifting her destiny. She stepped into Hollywood during the golden age of the studio empire, where her blend of refinement, wit, and effortless appeal set her apart from countless aspiring ingenues. She inked a deal with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer in the early 1940s and swiftly landed secondary parts. Her initial cinematic outings in The Getaway, 1941, The Courtship of Andy Hardy, 1942, and The Picture of Dorian Gray, 1945, highlighted her knack for infusing characters with subtle resilience and profound truthfulness. But it was her turn as Mary Bailey in Frank Capra's timeless classic It's a Wonderful Life, 1946, that etched her name into film history and endeared her eternally to generations. Reed's depiction of Mary, the devoted, steadfast, and unbreakable spouse to George Bailey, portrayed by James Stewart, elevated a mere supporting part into the heartfelt anchor of one of cinema's most cherished masterpieces. Her luminous tenderness and unfeigned realism shone through. Into the 1950s, Donna Reed repeatedly demonstrated her adaptability and earned widespread admiration as a performer. Standout credits from this era encompassed her Oscar-winning Best Supporting Actress role in From Here to Eternity, 1953. As Laureen Burke, a nightclub singer burdened by sorrow, she unveiled a bold, vulnerably intense facet that stunned reviewers and fans, diverging sharply from her wholesome persona and affirming her prowess in profound dramatic territory. This triumph garnered rave notices and cemented her status among Tinseltown's top tier. She persisted in features such as The Last Time I Saw Paris, 1954, and They Were Expendable, 1945, collaborating with the period's premier luminaries and filmmakers. Yet Donna Reed's impact transcended movie theaters. In 1958, she pivoted to the small screen, conceiving and headlining The Donna Reed Show, which aired triumphantly for 8 seasons through 1966. The program painted an idyllic yet approachable portrait of suburban family existence, emerging as a pillar of nascent TV fare. Embodying Donna Stone, Reed epitomized the contemporary, astute, and empathetic homemaker and parent, striking a chord with legions amid an epoch dominated by domestic-themed broadcasts. Off-camera, Reed blazed trails as a producer, ranking among Hollywood's earliest females to wield artistic authority over her series. Her trailblazing in this arena paved paths for succeeding women in showbiz. Apart from her thespian feats, Donna Reed staunchly upheld her principles and engaged in advocacy. Renowned for her empathy, acuity, and firm ethics, she emerged as a prominent anti-war voice during Vietnam, co-establishing Another Mother for Peace to halt hostilities and foster peaceful resolutions. This commitment unveiled a facet unseen in her roles, a fervent advocate leveraging celebrity for equity and compassion. Her devotion to kin, locality, and humanitarian efforts mirrored the uprightness permeating her career and private sphere. Between 1943 and 1945, Donna Reed wed William Tuttle, a gifted makeup virtuoso who later gained acclaim at MGM. Their union commenced amid World War II's zenith, when glamour intertwined with national service in Hollywood. Tuttle's backstage expertise harmonized with Reed's ascending stardom as one of MGM's brightest prospects. Nevertheless, their bond proved fleeting. Grueling timetables, endless hours, and industry strains eroded it. By 1945, after barely 2 years, they parted ways. Though brief, the split was reportedly amicable, with both flourishing onward, Reed in acting, Tuttle in makeup craftsmanship, eventually earning an honorary Academy Award. Post-divorce, Reed's path veered anew upon encountering producer Tony Owen in 1945. Owen, magnetic and driven, appreciated her skill alongside her sharpness and resolve. Their alliance blossomed romantically and vocationally. They cultivated a vibrant home while maneuvering Hollywood's volatility. The pair nurtured 4 offspring, 2 adopted, 2 natural, fostering a tight-knit, affectionate clan despite professional pulls. Their initial duo, Penny Jane, 1945, and Anthony, 1946, arrived via adoption soon after birth, embodying Reed's caring essence and enduring child advocacy. As her silver screen pursuits flourished, she juggled parenting with extraordinary composure. In 1949 came biological son Timothy, followed by daughter Mary, and in 1957. Through these times, Reed sustained remarkable harmony between domesticity and vocation. Peers and acquaintances hailed her as a dedicated parent prioritizing family over spotlight. Despite her iconic visibility, she stayed rooted, hosting home-cooked meals, joining school events, and personally addressing her kids' needs. Her household was her haven, and she often praised Owen for bolstering her theatrical pursuits. Yet over time, fissures emerged in their matrimony. Showbiz's demands proved merciless, with Owens producing gigs entailing prolonged absences and nocturnal commitments that taxed their connection. By the late 1960s, Reed's world had transformed markedly. The Donna Reed Show had made her a staple in homes nationwide from 1958 to 1966, yielding fame and an Emmy. Still, celebrity burdens and evolving priorities eroded their union. After 26 years, they divorced in 1971. The parting was sorrowful yet graceful, with Reed preserving amicable ties with Owen for their children's welfare. 3 years hence, in 1974, Donna Reed rediscovered romance with Grover W. Asmus, a retired U.S. Army colonel. This bond ushered in serenity and equilibrium. Asmus, outside entertainment circles, brought a steady, regimented presence, a refreshing shift from decades of Hollywood frenzy. They divided time between Los Angeles and Beverly Hills residences in tranquil contentment. Associates depicted their dynamic as profoundly loving and reciprocal, a genuine alliance rooted in esteem, camaraderie, and aligned ideals. When Donna Reed consented to co-star with Stewart Granger in the 1958 British suspense thriller The Whole Truth, she anticipated a courteous, professional exchange between veteran performers. Instead, she endured one of her most aggravating collaborations. Reed, celebrated for her elegance, rigor, and set etiquette, clashed fiercely with Granger's haughtiness and bloated self-importance, rendering him intolerable in her view. In later reflections on co-stars, she unflinchingly declared Stewart Granger the sole Hollywood figure she despised above all. Such candor from the typically reserved Reed stunned observers, exposing profound irritation and contempt for the British star. From day one on The Whole Truth, friction simmered. Granger, infamous for prickly disposition, reveled in lording over colleagues, sparing Reed no slight. Armed with a cutting wit and superiority complex, he belittled her suggestions, cut her off in rehearsals, and derided her American traits. Reed, whose reputation rested on intellect and composure, deemed his conduct unbearable. Arrogant, discourteous, self-absorbed, she allegedly vented. He acted as if everyone was inferior, and I couldn't abide it. Her grudge stemmed not from one act, but cumulative patronizing antics and demeaning jabs that morphed collaboration into torment. The personality chasm amplified her aversion. Reed embodied authenticity, Iowa-bred humility, and collaborative spirit, traits Granger utterly lacked. He, shaped by British cinema aristocracy, exuded lordly assurance and often scorned American talent, particularly females, for purported cultural inferiority. To Reed, his snobbery was inexcusable. He fancied himself cinematic divinity, she quipped, but was merely pompous wind. Crew members echoed her sentiments, quietly aligning with Reed, who upheld flawless delivery despite fury. The set grew poisonous. Reed Granger scenes crackled with unspoken hostility, yielding icy, fragile interplay devoid of intended romance. Offset, Reed shunned him, preferring director or cast company. Confidence recalled her dreading Granger-shared days. I tallied raps eagerly, she later confessed. No film ending brought greater relief. From the restrained Reed, this revealed animosity's depth. Beyond ego, his incivility appalled, berating aides, feuding with the helmer, ignoring technicians. Reed, ever gracious to all, recoiled. Zero regard for director, crew, peers, even self, she fumed. Her ethical core versus his hubris symbolized clashing realms. Her earnest American virtue against his snobbish pretense. Decades post-release, Reed's recollections of Granger stayed accurate. Amid TV triumphs like The Donna Reed Show, enchanting with her genuineness, that Shoot's ordeal lingered. Charm isn't character, she mused, a veiled Granger barb, whose polished facade masked ungallant truth. Historians and admirers remained fascinated by Reed's vehement response. For such a magnanimous woman to voice outright hatred underscored the ordeal's severity. Granger might dazzle as suave on screen, but to Reed, he epitomized reviled traits: conceit, superiority, malice cloaked in allure. I'd collaborate with anyone, she asserted, except one convinced of universal inferiority. Granger breached that boundary, earning her eternal unforgiveness. Reed succumbed to pancreatic cancer on January 14, 1986, at 64 in Beverly Hills, California, diagnosed 3 months prior at terminal phase. Her ashes rest at Pierce Brothers Westwood Village Memorial Park and Mortuary in Los Angeles.